I'm Jamie Gaio, and this is One Take Movie Reviews. I'm adding a helpful element to these reviews. I'm always asking myself, is there a post-credits scene after the film? And most times I have to sit through the credits anyway, so I figured why not? I will be the person to wade through all those credits and tell you if there's a post-credits scene or not. Look for that information in this video on the right every time, and you'll get the answer. Many people have tried to bring the Man of Steel to the big screen. Zack Snyder is the latest director in that line. This adaptation has a disjointed approach to the Kal-El origin story. Firstly, we see a lot more of Krypton than I had previously expected, and truth be told, I liked it. Then once we're introduced to Clark, we see different points of time interspersed when the story warrants it. Some folks I heard found it hard to follow, yet I enjoyed it a lot. But then I found myself, wondering, oh man, I wonder how the Kents will find the ship, and they'll hold little Clark in their hands. Oh, they'll name him and stuff, and they never showed that. And I was like, oh, this is actually cool, good. I'm glad you're not rehashing the same crap again. So in that regard, it breathed new life into the mythos by playing with the conventions of the doll origin story, which is always an issue that plagues reboots. The character development in this film is leagues beyond what we saw in other Zack Snyder films, such as 300 or the dreadful Sucker Punch. The action's there, though. Don't worry, it's there in spades. There's a good balance of action and dramatic scenes. Henry Cavill shines as Kal-El. He embodies his emotional struggle to remain faithful to both the human and Kryptonian species. Amy Adams also plays a deft portrayal of Lois. She teaches her Lois humility and doesn't become overbearing or a stereotype. It still has that drive that you would expect a Lois to have. Supporting actors are perfectly cast, like to a T. Kevin Costner and Diane Lane as Clark's human parents are as touching and humanizing as you would hope. Russell Crowe plays Jor-El swimmingly. Michael Shannon, can we have a better Zod? This guy is amazing. I first saw him playing a borderline schizophrenic father in Take Shelter, which if you haven't seen, you should definitely watch. Ever since then, I'll watch whatever he's in, because he steals the show. Laurence Fishburne is in it as well, and he plays Perry White, the head of the editorial department where Lois works in the Daily Planet. The only issue is he's kind of underutilized. He doesn't really do much of anything. As great as this film was, there's always issues. The same genre-breaking approach at the origin story I mentioned earlier, it's kind of squandered in the end. They fall into some trappings, so let's put it that way. But, because after the film I'd seen, I found the ending a little irritating. And not to mention the shaky cam. The shaky cam is overly done. Regardless of the amount of action, every tight shot of a character has an added layer of shaky cam crap thrown on it. Thank crypto I didn't see the 3D version. Alright, enough. Stop. With its flaws, I still found myself entertained. It shows promise for the hopeful sequel and or Justice League movie. Maybe someday. I give Man of Steel, aka Superman, an 8 out of 10. What's your take on the film? Comment below, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. Subscribe to the Gutter Snipes for some amazing comedy, and get out there and watch a film. What are you looking at? Hatsu.